1, 2.
When it rains, it snores.
Like a rare breed, a breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model kids wanna be me.
It's all about the risk.
Listen now, later you'll
If
believe
anyone
me.
pays
Got you
taxes,
under my
instant
spell, the
pay.
whole thing was easy. I just come and wink my eye like a genie.
7.
Crown on, yellow peasant can
We're all
king me.
gonna die. Fuck
That is
semantics.
really not
Fuck
modification.
taxes. Revolt. Revolt, everybody. Hello and welcome everyone to Nickel City X-Wing. My name's Greg and we've got 3 big draft league matches for you tonight. This first one between the Hot Shots and the Star Killers. I mean, look what this series is at. Something I absolutely could have done beforehand. Hot Shots have a 2-1 series lead. So Rory looking to put them in the chokehold. Speaking of, representing the Hot Shots. It's Rory all the way from Scotland. And representing the Star Killers. It's Deanne. I want to say Andersma, but I can't remember. I always put Deanne. Classic Republic v Scum. Crispy is in the room with me, but he can't actually see anything that's going on. But, like, what are the chances we end up talking about the game anyway? There's about 1,000 ships on the Republic side, and just 5 on the Scum side. One of them is Fen, so, I mean...
I like those odds for Republic.
Yeah, this is a salvage mission as well, so I think that's probably the theory crafting here. Is I have a million ships to pick up objectives, and maybe I don't get many kills, but...
Yeah, I am reporting live from I-4 parking lot, so if you could be so kind as to quickly run down the list so I know what's going on, that'd be swell.
Silj, thank you so much for the $50 donation to our Direct Hit Cancer Initiative here. We are raising money to pay for Chris Tanner, well, not pay for, but help Chris Tanner's daughter's medical bill. Crispy could be louder. Crispy's probably about as loud as Crispy's going to get, considering they're on a phone in their car in a traffic jam. There's not a lot I can do with that. Kester, did you change your name? Has Kester always been Kester Smith on Twitch?
I think so. I don't remember him being anything else.
Why is it? It looks so weird.
I mean, I think we just refer to him as Evil Kest, so like him humanizing himself with a last name just sort of throws off his vibe.
You know what, Connor? I never check Facebook. So I didn't even see that you like replied on that post. And then like, I think it was Epi tagged me in it. And I was like, fine, I'll check Facebook. And I was like, oh shit, it's pretty funny.
Which Facebook post?
So during the draft, I made a comment that, like people, you know, everyone has their like internet name and then their actual name. And I'm not the best at putting them together. And so someone was like, I'll take Connor. And I was like, I don't know who that is. Well, at some point in the last 3 or 4 years, Connor had added me on Facebook. So he just posted on Facebook, like, you sure you don't know who I am?
That's pretty funny.
If they had just said Canterbury, it would have been, I'd have known instantly. Alas. Not 100% sure what we're waiting for. The internet names are I mean, listen. That's honestly that is the hardest thing about keeping stats. Is sometimes people go by their actual name, sometimes they go by their internet name, and it's never consistent, and I never know who anyone is.
Listen, just have your internet name become your real name. Like now, there's
That's
no
what I'm
getting
saying.
around.
Greg Cash, everyone knows. Like Greg Cash Manian makes a lot of sense.
Huh?
Michael Upton, not hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michael _ Upton. I'm not like, who is this? Well, my name is Tom Veal, but I was born with the name Steel City X-Wing. Yeah, you popped out. Your mom was like, I know what this is going to be. Steel City X-Wing.
Steel City.
Which you might think is Pittsburgh, but it's somewhere in Britain.
Man, there's. I wouldn't be surprised if they're stealing our city names as well. Like I know the Steel City is Pittsburgh.
Right. That's a Steel City.
Yeah. The real one, not the fake one.
Yeah. The actual Steel City. Like manufacturing might, you know?
Uh-huh. Also in the area, Big Apple and Windy City. Man, we have some pretty cool names for our cities. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, the city that never sleeps.
Also a good.
That's a great name for a city. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Sheffield is the true city of steel. See, no one on the planet has heard of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Everyone's heard of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Now it would make sense if SCX stood for Sheffield City X-Wing.
Sure.
Then
that would be great.
I'd think of that. It would go that's like where, that must be players in Sheffield. But when you say Steel City X-Wing, I think of the players in Pittsburgh, and it's making everything confused.
Also, Sheffield is a Steel City lads, a lot older. Yeah, but steel isn't fucking older. Like, steel manufacturing, it's a 50s thing. And that's Pittsburgh, baby.
Exactly. Raw America.
America. Sheffield sounds like a type of old gun from, like, World War II. Uh-huh. Being like, oh, yeah, I brought my Sheffields into battle.
We got the latest model of Sheffield, boys.
Steel was discovered before Christ. Christ was never discovered. Enfield bread. Yeah, I know there's not a. I know the gun names. I'm just saying it sounds like one. Sounds like I got my Thompsons and my Sheffields. In 1740, Benjamin Huntsman, wonder what his family did, developed the crucible technique for steel manufacture at his workshop in the district of Handsworth in Sheffield. So Handsworth is the Steel City.
Yeah, so that sounds right.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Handsworth, baby.
But then they gotta call it HCX.
Yeah, you gotta say the H real weird.
HCX.
How many ships do you think Tirani could get one time here? I know you can't see, but I'm thinking you could get 3.
I'd say 3.
That's a mistake. Sith Taker Dave, thank you so much for the 18 months, especially as we insult your country. Why is Lima jousting that list? Because Lima crazy. Lima's loco, ese. But also because Justero and Tirani are there. And the Tirani Justero thing, Tirani Justero, classic. Old school way of getting some bonus attacks.
Exactly. And listen, if your opponent is deciding to shoot Lima over the Justero and Tirani combo, then Scum is winning. Scum is just winning.
Yeah, and this is actually a really important turn for Scum as well, because this is a turn where Republic's going to pick up some crates. So that means you're going to have some vulnerable Republic.
Well, I'm assuming that some of them have some Born for this crap. So
Yeah, well, I mean, probably all. Contrail doesn't. Oddball will. Click won't. Slider won't. Axe will. I think maybe only 3 ships have Born for this on it.
Yeah, but
Oh, it looks like only 2. Looks like it's customizable on all the other ones. So
I mean, I'd imagine a 7-ship list. There's some torrents. There's some 3-point torrents in there. Maybe Oddball Arc. I can help out.
Slowly realizing all the colors are wrong, so that's fun.
Oh no, Greg.
Killer is red, so we got that right. Click is pink.
All the colors are red.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray.
All the leaves are brown.
I went for a walk, and then ate a ham sandwich.
Nice.
Trail is nothing. I think that's right now. Is this that channel that Shoko wanted me to play on? Absolutely is.
Listen, those were some really good matches on 3-1-2 the other night.
I know.
Very good matches. But honestly, not as good as that one match that was on Viper Squadron this week.
Never heard of it.
Really? Well, it's an up and coming X-Wing streaming service. With the new and unique, like this is something that the competitors are not doing. But with the Prime Elbow Vision camera, it gives you a perfect angle of the board and someone's elbow every time they reach for their dice or their dials.
Great. I'm kind of holding out for the up the nose cam.
I'm not gonna lie. Once Funwalk pointed out that the camera shot up my nose several times, I was so very concerned for my own self-image that the next time I played, I wore a hoodie and had to cover all sides of my face just to make sure that didn't happen. Because nothing, and I put the videos up and I didn't even bother to edit any of them. So if you go on Viper Squadron YouTube, shameless plug.
Steel City X-Wing asks, is Viper where you are from?
No, because it's not Viper City X-Wing. It's Viper Squadron. We are a group of Vipers. That's us.
Yeah, and Charlie, I agree. Shoko was like, come on, give Greg a chance. And he was like, nah, fuck that.
And from what I can tell, there's no city called the Viper City, so.
There's got to be a Viper City. There's no way there's not a Viper City. Viper City. Okay, the first thing that popped up was a marijuana strain. Yeah, there's a lot of marijuana named Viper City.
There's a lot of marijuana. Uh-oh. Where is Viper City?
Fucking Heisberg. Do I get a Viper call sign for beating Vipers at Euchre? Asks Cam.
You would need to talk to our fearless leader.
And who's that?
Who do you think? Maybe the guy that goes by Viper 1 around here?
Who the fuck goes by Viper 1?
JJ, funny enough, the Star Killers first
JJ's
round
Viper
pick.
1?
No. JJ's a first round draft pick for Star Killers. Optics.
So 1 in military terms isn't the leader, 6 is. Oh, yeah, but in Star Wars, that's not true.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna tell Vader he's no longer he's no longer in charge of Black Squadron? Good old Black Sixes.
You ain't gonna tell Vader that. You would never tell Vader that.
Are you gonna tell me that Jack Porkins is actually the one in charge of Red Squadron? Is that what you're gonna tell me?
Oh, got the block. I thought for sure Fenn would be banking. I'd 100% buy Jack as leader. Why?
I believe that there's a quote in a book. I don't know which book. I just remember this being a meme. But it's like Wedge talking to like new Red Squadron pilots, and he's like, and he says to them, "You will never be as good of a pilot as Jack Porkins." I know for a fact that's a quote. I don't know where it's from. If someone recognizes where that's from and can let me know, that'd be awesome. But I know that Wedge thinks so very highly of Jack, so it is possible.
I do remember in the X-Wing books, Wedge saying that Jack kept his like inertial dampener so high, and that's why he couldn't feel that he was like dipping and didn't eject. I don't remember him saying that Wedge was a better pilot than everyone. Though I buy it because Wedge is like stuck on those people. Somehow Jack Porkins has returned. Oh, Lima sad rolling 2 eyes there. Killer did take 1. Yay.
That's just the plot of the next trilogy. It's no longer the Skywalker saga, it's the Porkins saga.
Oddball shooting a plasma torp, and this could actually end up being dodged. Only 1 hit. But Lima won't do it, and that means Lima's going to lose both shields.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Lima. Give me Jack Porkins' movie now. Contrail. Bashing for hit crit. And making it 2 crits with R7, A7. Lima refusing to roll and evade. Takes 2 crits, console fire, and a loose stabilizer. Both pretty not great. Now here's kickback. For 1 crit. Never mind re-rolling because it went out of the box. So kickback for nothing. There is 1 ship in Tarani's bullseye. Tarani has a lock on Oddball. Yeah, shoot Oddball. Fuck it. What is Killer's upgrades? Concussion missiles, sync console, passive sensors.
passive concussions on Killer is a pretty sweet deal, especially if you have someone else around that can protect him and make sure that he gets to the engagement alive. It's pretty sweet.
3 hits from Tarani. Let's see if we get the Born from this. From Kickback. Here's the thing. If you do that, then you don't have the green token to give away. So
Is Tarani shooting at someone in Bullseye?
Not shooting at the bullseye. Shot at someone not in bullseye, but that doesn't matter to the bullseye effect.
Yep.
So now Kickback has to decide whether to... All right, so it looks like he took 2 on Oddball and then decided to get rid of the evade instead of take a Justero bonus attack.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Dom. Nima still not rolling an evade. Down to 3. Click now. Gonna go into Fenrow. 1. And gets that evade. Oh, that was on Toronto here, right? Stero. Trying to knock the crate off. Won't be able to. Will take a shield off a slider. Axe now. Range 0 into Fen. Remember, Concordia does not work at range 0. And 2 more evades. Killer now gains a lock. And I assume will fire a concussion. Yes. So 3v3 into Fenrow here. Fen should still have the focus. Yep. That is 1 hit. Spends a lock to reroll 2. Ooh, hit, crit coming in. Feneth K. Rao. That's only 1 paint, but I think you're probably Beskar here. Unless he's in Bullseye, right? Bullseye can negate Beskar.
No.
No?
No. You can do Beskar if you're in Bullseye.
Yeah, well, yeah. So Fen takes 1, and it feels like a shot where you're supposed to get a crit in doesn't do anything.
Greg making up rules, trying to help out Republic here. Greg is with
want some
AMG
excitement.
on nerfs. I think you just hate Scum. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's true. I don't like Scum at all.
You
I'm
think that
definitely
they
not the
should
progenitor of the 4 pancake list.
You think that they should be removed from the game?
Yeah, I don't
That's
even
what
think Scum should be a faction.
Exactly. See, he admits it.
Scum should be divvied up into like cool Scum, bad Scum.
And then bad Scum will be removed from the game, and cool Scum will be nerfed into the ground. Congrats. See, listen, we already have cool Scum and bad Scum. Bad Scum is standard Scum. Cool Scum is extended Scum.
The only factions which should exist are Imperials, FO, and CIS.
I'm down for that.
Scum likes getting fucked, played by
What
Samus.
can I say except you're welcome?
I'm still curious how Dash is in Scum, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen any of the new 2400s played yet.
So I think so. I've played against some dashes and some Levos. The Levos are all right. They're just in a very weird spot, like Scum Levo at 6 points.
Look at the size of that thing.
All of the other 6-pointers in Scum that are very good. Like you are competing for Fenn's spot, you're competing for Dengar's spot, you're competing for Afra's spot, you're competing for Han's spot. There's not many instances where I look at a 6-point gap in Scum and I'd say I'd take a Levo here over something else. Dash at 7 in Scum is sort of the same thing, where it's like you can have Dash or you can have like a not fully kitted, but like a pretty solid fire spray. And even then, I think Dash is okay. It's just he's in Scum because unlike the list around him is worse, so he's having to carry more. But his loadout does not let him do that as well because he doesn't have anything super defensive on him. The thing with Rebels is that Rebel Levo sort of in the same boat, Rebel Dash sort of in the same boat, where Dash at 7 is competing with Han. So like there's no reason for you to take Dash if you don't already have Han. And then with Han Dash, you have 6 points left, which is sort of a weird sort of area. So it's like maybe that's Boudica and Sabine or like 2 A-Wings. However, the customizable Dash, I think you can actually get a pretty solid loadout there. Because I think you can get Trick Shot, Kanan, Outrider, and Ablative in the title. And you can basically just bring a whole bunch of debris and then just fly over the debris willy-nilly, not care. And then like with Kanan, you remove stress. With Ablative, you prevent any damage. And with Trick Shot, you just shoot out of it. So you essentially just, fly freely around the board, which makes you a bit more unpredictable, which for that ship, that's what you need. And with Agile, you're staying on target. Trick Shot, you're doing damage. And then you just, on those turns where you're not doing anything, where you're not flying through any obstacles, you have the Force, which lets you lock and then get sort of a soft double-mounted shot. Which is pretty good. It's just the issue is at that point level, you are competing with Han. And then it's like Han Dash and 6 points sort of feels in a weird spot where it's like, man, I'd just rather split Dash here into like 2 ships that I know can perform very well. I think they're worth testing. I don't think we're going to see them on the top end of competitive lists anytime soon, though.
I blacked out there. What did Crispy say?
Greg, I hate you
Why?
so much. Do you not listen to me? Do you understand how sweet my voice is?
First off, your voice right now sounds like it's in like a prison cell talking through a window.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, yeah, you started rambling and then I was like, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, sure, buddy.
So what was the conclusion?
The conclusion is I think that there's more to test, but my prediction is that we will not see them in any sort of top tier competitive lists. I think you can maybe make Scum Lebo or Rebel Dash work for their points. But I doubt we're gonna see any like super meta things. It's like you could potentially win a store champ with one. But it would have to be like I don't know. It's gonna be rough to work them out. I have a little bit of hope. I would say I don't know. Scum would be a lot better if they got customizable ships too. But yeah, it's whatever.
All right, some scoring updates. I don't know who's who. Richter is from the Wolfpack, but is Richter Jay or Matt or Carlos?
I do not know.
Richter is Matt. So
Who
Matt
did they apply?
picks up the dub. Tell you 1 second here while I format everything. Against Ben G, aka Tharkad, which now means that the Wolfpack is 1 win away from securing the victory. Carlos faces James. All right, let's go to now a Firebirds game just come in. Firebirds were down 2-0 in this one. Where are they? And it looks like Andre has stepped up to defeat Joe and make that series a little more palatable for Firebirds fans.
Listen, someone had to get their feet underneath them, and who else but the team captain?
Yeah, it's just good leadership right there.
Exactly.
And then Jack J, the 23-12 hot shotty victory, which means that this match now becomes a chance for the hot shots to close out the series on the Star Killers.
So what? 3-1 for Star Killers?
Hot shots up 3-1.
Yeah. Okay.
So Rory now, I don't know if Rory knows, but some increased pressure to get it done and close it out here.
Should be very exciting to watch. Puts a bit more stakes on this game. Who is the last matchup between those teams outside of this one?
Gypsy Gambit versus Optics, Viper Optics.
Oh, that's gonna be a really, really good game.
Bosk taking a shield.
I may be biased, but I think Optics is gonna take that one. What scenario is it?
Chance engagement.
Oh yeah, Optics has that.
Lima the hit crit here into kickback. Kickback rolls the natty evades, but nope, I'm wrong. This is fucking oddball on Bosk. I don't know anything.
Nope. Get wrecked.
Bosk, that means Bosk drops. Another crit into Lima, and that's a blinded pilot this time. So Lima just having no fun. Bosk now has got Contrail. For 2 hits. Contrail 1 evade. That is a shield down on Contrail. Tarani. No one in bullseye here. Gonna go range 1 into Contrail with no mods. 2 hits. And that is the second shield on Contrail. The problem for Scum right now is they've spread the damage out over like 16 ships.
Oh, that's lining things up for Fen, keying those ships up for him. That way he can just knock them out one by one in the end game. But in the meantime, Republic's going to have all of that damage, all those damaged ships still shooting into those low agility Scum targets. Probably going to take them out a lot and get a huge numbers advantage before Fen can come around and kill everyone. And in that meantime, that's going to be a great time to push the scenario for Republic. Get all this great from what it's not, like we had a pretty good hand.
Yeah, you just roboted out there. So I'm just gonna say that the 1 crit does go through into Slider. And that means Slider will have to drop a crate. Justero doing a little work at range 0. Is the Hurricane getting crispy? Is he safe? He's sitting on I-4 right now in a car. He's fine.
See, that's what Floridians do when there's a hurricane. We get on the interstate. Some of us are going away from the hurricane. And some of us have our beach towels with us and we're going towards the hurricane. It's very important to know when you go to Florida
which of those people you are.
Well, my family generally bunkers down. We never leave when there's a hurricane. And I remember last fall when there was a hurricane coming through. My buddy and I sat out on our porch and just watched the thing sort of blow over us. We stayed up till like 3, and we watched the water rise on our apartment building.
Smart.
We were on the 2nd floor. We had no risk. What's the score, Greg?
Right now it is 4-1 at the end of round 3. Currently there are 2 crates controlled by the Republic, 0 by Scum. Lima also significantly damaged. And Fenn's like playing with 3 Republic ships and just not getting anything done right now. Can't believe that crate popped off Slider. Yeah. The Slider yellow? Yeah, Slider's yellow. Range 0, baby.
Yep.
I was told it was bad.
Listen, I've been advocating for range 0 changes for a long time.
I think everyone has. I've not met a single person yet who is like, keep range 0 shots in. I've always met people who are like, they can do 1 regular damage max, or they shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah. I'm on I'm on the 1 damage train. You bump into them, it's like if the attack hits, you do 1 damage, cancel all dice. That's it.
I don't think they should even do that. I don't think range 0 should be a thing. There's so many ships on the board now. It's pretty rare where range 0 is your only option. At least when like shots matter, you're not just like 1-1, 1-on-1. Yeah. But also, it's like one of the biggest feels bads in the game. Dying to a range 0 shot, like.
Or like you natty the range 0 shot for like hit it crit, and then your opponent rolls 2 blanks, and it's just like I would have been better taking the range 1 shot, and like focus or something like taking an evade or something like that. For just like, and then you range 0 back for 3 dice into their 2 dice, and you roll triple blanks, and just like there's nothing like you are more at the mercy of dice at range 0 than you are almost anywhere else, because you at least have opportunities to prevent your opponent from getting mods, or prevent your opponent from, or give yourself the best chance to get behind rocks, or get behind.
Yeah, and I think it also there's some ships that it like neuters a little bit. Like I know that their like go-to fix for those ships is like treat range 0 like range 1, and that's fine. But like, I don't know. It used to be something special about like range 0 attacks. It was like, this is my ability. This is what I'm here for. Yeah, Rory really committing to the objective game now. Picking up another one. That's going to be 3. Another one. DJ Khaled.
I don't care.
I love it. Jane, have we heard back from Icona Pop?
Listen, I would do many things to get an I don't care NCX intro.
Oh, I know.
Like, I don't think you know how much we need this.
I absolutely need it, but I can't fucking do it yet. That is an enemy bump for Trani. He tried the too hard. Steel City X-Wing asks, anything? Would you do anything, Crispy?
Anything is in quotations.
Anything? I would do anything for love. Here's my problem with that song. Is that everyone's like, what would Meatloaf do? Just listen to the song all the way through. He tells you at the end what the thing he wouldn't do for love is. He tells you.
It's like reading the card explains the card. Listening to the song explains the song. It's that easy.
Literally at the end of the thing, there's a lady on the song who was like, something, and a few months later, you'll be messing around. And he comes in, I won't do that. No, I won't do that. It's in the song. We never had to speculate. Oddball taking a lock on Fen. R.I.P. Meatloaf. He's dead, right? Contrail.
Contrail.
Clear stress with that too hard. Does Contrail pick up a box now? This could be the 4-banger.
So I'm always a fan of touching crates.
Yes, it looks like Contrail is indeed going to touch crate.
Excellent.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is all 5 crates on the Republic ships.
That's pretty good. You gotta admit.
I mean, it's terrible for Scum.
Listen, it's good for the drama. It's good for the series, right? The Star Killers need a win here.
5 points is more than each ship on the Republic side by 2. Like, it's...
Yep.
All right. Let's see if we can knock some shit off here. And Fen hasn't gotten a single, like, Fen shot, you know? Like, this has all been blocked, range 2 shots into evading torrents.
Well, when you got 7 ships on the board, you're bound to have one of them be able to block Fen for the turn.
Does Fen spend here? Knowing he's going to take a plasma? The answer is no. Torrent rolls, Natty evades anyway. All right. Is this the second plasma torp, or is it just going to be your regular old 2-dice shot? Nope. 3 coming out. Plasma torps it is. Oddball. 2 hits on the first initial roll. Let's see if we get that lock spend. We do. Reroll. It is an eyeball. Fen looking for 2 paint. Only going to find 1. That's going to be another hull on Fen. Kickback. Firing into Lima. Lima fixed console fire. Still has blinded and loose stabilizer. Lima takes another one. Lima's down to 2. Oh, fuck. Probably should have closed those beds a long time ago, eh? No shots for Tarani. And no bullseye for Bosk. So Bosk just a range 2 shot into Contrail. Just for 1. Now Rory loves a good crate. And Contrail shrugs off that shot. All right, slider into Lima. Oh my gosh, another crit. Can Lima roll the evade? No. Lima takes a stunned pilot. Now Jostero. Gonna go range 2 into Killer. For 2. Rerolls 1 with the target lock. That's a full string. 3. Oh, Killer doesn't roll anything. But can I be born for this, the evade? Fucking born for this. So Killer will stay alive on 1. Could have been some hope there. Alas, it's taken away. Killer now. 2 dice into Justero. Nothing. Good thing his name isn't Deader. And that is it for shooting. I do believe this is going to be 5 points. It is 5 points in round 4 from the scenario for Rory. And now Deanne is behind the 8 ball, to say the least. 9-1 with 5 crates out there as we enter turn 5. I mean, with Lima burning, right? You got to think Dan has 2 turns. This game's over.
Probably. Unless Fen gets to work starting right now, and Justero is able to take some ships off the board too. Like at this point, you need to remove 2 ships. Like essentially, you need to remove 4 ships in the next 2 turns in order to have a chance here.
I assume the stats for winning once you end a turn with 5 crates is near 100%. A while ago, I had a theory that like the first one to 11 wins like something like 75% of the time. Or maybe it was 13. It was something like that.
No. So on Hexile, we got it was called the rule of the high ground. Where I think we tracked like 150 games on Hexile just over a month or so. And it was the first to 11 wins 93% of the time.
Wow. That's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And like the Hexile loyalists, we notice it. I see it a lot in streams, like on GSP or even on here, or on like 312. Like we'll call out the high ground once someone gets to 11 points. Yeah, it's very difficult to come back from. I've seen it happen though. I've seen games I've seen people pull out 14-3 comebacks where they were the 3 and they win.
Yeah, I mean, basically what happens in those is it's like a large scenario point lead, and then the ship scores start roaring back. But there's just no ship that's particularly close to dying right now except for Killer, and that's just 3 points. Even if you kill like 2 ships a turn, it's not enough.
Well, killing 2 ships per turn gives you a chance because it stops the ticking timer of the crates, assuming you are knocking crates off as you are killing ships. But like if the next 2 ships that Deanne loses are the 2 non-crate carrying ships, then it's not going to help out a lot. Deanne needs to Rory needs to kill the crate carriers as quickly as possible, just to prevent the clock from basically running out.
Other way around. Rory's in the commanding lead right now.
Oh, I had this backward the whole time. Is Deanne not Republic? I could have sworn Deanne was a Republic fan.
No, Deanne is scum.
Huh. Interesting. I had Deanne for Republic on my draft sheet. I just assumed that she was Republic main. Well, I mean, that's like typical JJ to
draft someone and they're not
correct
faction.
Correct. So Rory's winning, huh?
Yeah, by just a little.
Gotcha. All right.
Wow, what a barrel roll to give Tarani some room. It's also worth noting that Deanne has had initiative every single roll. That board is all green.
Wow, crazy.
This might be Fenn's chance to do something. Crispy sounds like he's communicating from another dimension and only has brief blips of time where he can actually get comms through before the Stargate closes.
I mean, I would consider I4 a different dimension because I don't feel like I'm alive. This is a weird state of being. It's like I'm traveling through a portal, from one place to another, and just like I am moving forward, but my soul is dragging behind my body.
Fenn, do something. I remember Crispy yelling at me last season. Yeah, he's kind of a dictator when it comes to that.
I mean, I'm the only dictator here with 3 championship rings. So, just saying. Just saying. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Oddball boost locking. Bosk in a bit of trouble. Maybe not too much. I'm no dictator, but I also have 3 rings, says Chris.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was right to the dictator. Like this, like he is taking in all of the spoils of the dictatorship, and yet speaks out against it. That sounds like a grounds for benching or trading, I would say.
To get the barrel roll focus here for Fen Rao. Finally a range 1 banger lined up, but it is against a fully healthy Torrent. Just see the focus. I really thought a barrel roll would get maybe bullseye. And click is spent, so that negates Fenn's extra. So just a 4 dice attack. And just 2. None of them are crit. Oh, Fenrir does have a lock, so re-roll. Now it's 3. No crits. And spends the evade. Takes 1. Excuse me. No fearless because Fen is not in Axe's front arc. Couple of range 0 shots here. Nothing for Bosk. Now, oddball. Gonna spend the lock. Reroll those 2 misses. Ooh, miss into miss. Axe now with a shot to kill Lima. diamond boron missile. There's the 2. That's all they need. Lima will die. That is 3 extra points to Rory. Up to 12, still holding 5 crates. Now we head to the 4s. Tarani. Again, is not going to have any bullseyes, but does have a range 1 into Contrail. Contrail does have a focus for defense. Classic 4v3 here. Sorry, 4v... Yeah, no, 4v3. I'm right. Hit crit. And 2 evades rolled. Bosk. You might as well take the range 0, right? There's no... You don't have any mods anyway. Two hits. Contrail blanks. That could do it. Contrail doesn't blank. 1 eyeball up there. That'll keep Contrail alive. And since it's range 0, Boss can't turn that into a crit with marksmanship. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think Boss can split crits at range 0. I could be wrong.
I don't think
but
so.
Probably not.
That is canceling a die. Oh wait, no. Ooh, I think you might be able to. Oh wait, no. You're canceling the crit to add 2 hits, right?
Something like that.
You can't add the hits. So theoretically, Bosk at range 0 could cancel the crit and then not be allowed to add the hits.
Dedicated. An axe takes only 1 after the dedicated reroll gets the evade. And that is going to be 5 more points. Bring in Rory to 17. Now it just seems like there's no chance. All the crates, Mark. All of them. For 2 turns, yeah. I mean, that's 10 points in crates and then 3 points in Lima in the last 2 turns. Having 5 crates gives a nice path to victory. You don't say.
Really? Possibly.
Beef taco much?
I mean, if you're Deanne, like, what do you even take away from this? Like, don't let your opponent get all the crates. It's just like, is there even a lesson to be learned
like,
here?
I mean, let's go for the scenario. Like, if Jocelyn and Try is pretty good, like, in Dolly, your opponent doesn't produce either of them. They can just tag the crates and run away. And, like, if you don't have any great crate carriers, because you need to have your ships locking targets for bonus attacks, or it's like Fen Rao, like, has to get in there. Oh, holy cow! That's a lot of raid. That is a lot of raid.
So, barring a miracle, the hot shots are going to become The
Driving
second
in a
team.
monsoon.
Your what? The Hotshots are going to be the second team to clinch victory. A huge 3 points in their opening match against the Star Killers. Team Europe, as I call them, will go to 1-0. And don't it always seem to go on the last turn when it's not relevant anymore? That's when the initiative flips for the first time in the game. Team Europe featuring DJ Chris is the full name. Justero just gonna run over the rock because fuck it. Two shields off Justero. Takes a focus. Crispy just got sucked back into the Tesseract.
I'm concentrating on driving. I don't think you guys can hear the rain, but it's pretty loud here.
We can barely hear you.
Well, then turn me up.
You're up as far as it goes.
Or you could, not commentate while driving through a hurricane,
Listen, but that's not as fun.
Duh. Yeah, fun. Yeah. Let's go with that one.
Exactly. See, you get me.
Jesus.
And listen, I don't need to see the board. Like, who even does commentary about the game anymore?
Look,
It's just,
Crispy,
it's like,
Crispy, there
Yeah.
was one blind X-Wing player. Like, fully,
I know.
yeah.
You tell me about this story a lot.
I do, because he was one of my good friends.
Now, if I asked him, would he say he's one of your good friends?
He unfortunately passed away
Oh,
last
fuck,
year.
man. What is the story?
Greg.
But if you
Greg,
had
you're
asked him, he
absolutely
would have said yes.
Jesus Christ, what a setup.
Wow. Well, I mean, if you weren't just like me, it's a reaction all the time. No, what I was gonna say, like, it's actually fucking hard to do anything in X-Wing when you can't see the board. Because my friend John, who passed away, held a tournament where we all played blindfolded. The entire premise was that we would have to play the way he plays the game, and holy fuck, is that hard! I have no idea how we managed for so many years. Crazy shit.
It's taking me a lot of restraint not to do the Hello Darkness redeem. Jesus Christ.
I will not lie. I will not lie. If you did that, John would have laughed super hard. He was a good friend of mine, but he was also like super fond of making hilariously inappropriate jokes. Great moment. We show up to I show up to a tournament and Cam's flying Boba Fett again. I've never seen him play that list before. And John just chimes in, yeah, neither have I. Oh man,
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
it was. Oh, dude, we like died. It was so funny. Oh my god, it was all kinds of shit like that. It was great. Super fucking funny, man. Also, Greg, do we have stats on how many games Scum is playing this week that are not salvage?
I mean, I guess you could go through and correlate it if you want. I'm not doing that work.
Oh, fair. I do suppose I could go and look. I really don't want to though. Sounds
It's
like an awful lot of
exactly
work.
enough dice for Fen because of click.
Yep. Click
Axe
OP.
takes 1, and it's not a crit.
Click OP. I do love how Click does the deny range bonus thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is fine." And then like Kanan does it in Scum, and everyone loses their goddamn minds.
Right?
Like, how
You know
dare
what you know what you can't click? A proton torpedo.
True, but also like, how many of those are we seeing these days that aren't on Boy Luke? Yeah, none. Who else is realistically carrying them? Maybe like Kylo and the Silencer occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, fish. No. It's he hits it twice in the first turn, and then once every other turn.
No, I think the worst thing about Kanan is that it worked on himself.
Oh,
If it didn't
I
work on himself,
absolutely agree. If it
it
didn't work on himself, it would have been fine. But like, also like, unironically, it was a terrible card and like just terrible game design in general. And like, I agree with removing him from the game. It was just
but listen,
comical.
enhanced jamming suite, that shit's still free.
Yeah, true. God, why is this free? Oh my god. Yeah, enhanced jamming suite. Truly the most glorious of upgrades.
Yeah. Besh, you gotta pay for it. Enhanced jamming suite, nah. Give it
Wait.
to him.
Yeah, well, you see, let the Wookiee win. The reason it doesn't work on himself anymore is because he's embraced his path as a Jedi, and he's now entirely selfless.
That's actually a great explanation for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. It's just, oh, damn it, there's actual like a lore reason and it makes sense. God damn, I hate it here. Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I mean, don't confuse me though. It makes sense, but it's also bullshit.
I agree. It is absolutely bullshit. But also, like, do you want to play against a ghost with Cadence power? They can have like 4 forests?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Because that sounds fucking awful, in my opinion.
Yep.
Boss takes a crit. Not that anyone cares. We're just all biding time until he claims another 5 points.
Dang. Oh, Scum. Scum is so sad. So very, very sad.
Scummy.
I have so much faith in Kat bringing Scum back. Listen, she's gonna have a great run this season playing Scum. She's gonna do super well. All she needs to do is just dodge salvage every week. It's that easy.
Yeah, you just dodge that salvage mission when you have 0 control
Oddball
over the pairings.
dies!
In
Didn't have a crate, but it doesn't matter. Oddball dies! Fuck you,
Hey!
Oddball!
The moral victory has been achieved. Let's go. Let's go.
Excellent.
My god, though. Scum and salvage is just upsetting.
There it is. 22-4 is going to be your final. That means the Hot Shots are going to take week 1 over the Star Killers. JJ, perhaps under fire?
I thought
JJ
JJ's
did
under
pick
fire,
these
like,
matchups.
I was to say, hang on. I thought JJ's just kind of like in a constant state of being under fire.
Well, whatever.
Also, the irony of this is that like the data on that we have on Fenrao as played in like a bunch of tournaments is that his worst scenario is actually scramble.
Why is that
Not
ironic?
salvage. Well, it's because
What's the
we
irony
all
there?
the public perception is that like scum in general is terrible at salvage, right?
Yeah, but how's this
But-
irony?
Oh, it's just funny to me because it's
Right,
ironic
but
that like
that's not what irony is. Irony is like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride that you just can't take.
God damn it,
It's
Greg.
good advice.
God damn it, Greg.
All right.
I was like, I don't know where Greg's going with this. Oh, he's doing a bit. Okay, sure, Greg. Sure.
We'll be right back with game 2 after the last word.
And now for the last word with Buster Skysfudger.
And always remember, folks, the strength of the game is not in the score but in the sheer will of the players. Keep hitting, keep running, keep believing. For NCX, I'm Buster Skysfudger.